Welcome to Sports News Highlights of today. We feed you with sports news all around the world. Enjoy.
PSL star helps Nigeria secure AFCON win. Nigeria enjoyed a winning start at the 2025 African Cup of Nations after edging Tanzania 2-1 in a Group C encounter on Tuesday evening. Chelsea dropped out of Antoine Semenyo's race after making inquiry. Chelsea have decided to drop their pursuit of Bournemouth star and Manchester United target Antoine Semenyo. The reliable David Hornstein of The Athletic has confirmed. Earlier today, a report covered by the People person relayed that Chelsea has stormed into the race for Semenyo. League One side no longer wants to keep on loan Barcelona forward. Bruising Hearful. Coach describes ten talk that fired up Bafana after flat first half against Angola. Bafana coach Hugo Broos said he gave his player a severe tongue lashing following a sluggish first half in their opening African Cup of Nations match against Angola. His words rallied the team to a 2-1 victory in Marrakesh. FC Barcelona went into the mid-season Christmas break on a positive note, securing a 2-0 win over Villarreal that consolidated their position at the top of the La Liga table. Following the loss to Chelsea in November, the Catalans have picked up 7 wins in a row in all competitions and have momentum on their side heading into the decisive half of the campaign. And a slot again shut down Abel Elliott's return talk. He is a Villa player. The celebrations, the brace, player of the match, Nicolas Jackson, stayed for Senegal in their AFCON opener. All competitions selected players. Ekitike is setting the standard among new Premier League strikers. Report Ibrahimovic pushing for caustic signing with immediate plan in mind. Brian Mbeumo went onto the top rung of English football in 2025 when he moved to Manchester United. The transfer of the Cameroon international was a huge upward move for him professionally as well as financially. Despite reports from Italy that a deal is close with Fiorentina, Spurs have had no approach yet for sporting director Fabio Paratici. Sky in Italy are reporting Fiorentina have offered Paratici a 4.5-year contract to take a similar role with him. Sky in Italy reports Spurs are aware of the situation and there is expectation to it. Breaking: organizers were forced to open the gates for free during the African Cup of Nations clash between Egypt and Zimbabwe last night after an extremely low turnout at kick-off. The stadium was almost empty as the match got underway, prompting officials to open. Alexander Isak's injury could force Liverpool to enter the transfer market. Liverpool could turn to a former court hero during the January transfer window, with concern over forward options following Alexander Isak's significant injury. Jackson struck twice as Senegal cruised to AFCON victory. Antoine Semenyo start process of deciding his future after 5 clubs MCFC, MUFC, LFC, CFC, THFC register interest in the Bournemouth star, all wage offers said to be similar. Player prioritizing sporting project, Semenyo to make swift decision. Xabi Alonso thinks Rodrigo is a player that can get a match out of predictability. Xabi Alonso on the letter, he has a very good foot and gives continuity to the game. He associates well both between lines and in small spaces. We have to get to him. We want to be more constant in that. The first installment in Antonio Semenyo's release clause is close to £20 million, which will be paid this financial year, with the total amount being around £60 million plus £5 million in add-ons. Man United and Man City are pushing from the player's side. Chelsea have inquired. With the brace, Senegal's Nicolas Jackson is the total energy man of the match for their match against Botswana. Xabi Alonso status update. Real Madrid hierarchy perceive important shifts. Real Madrid manager Xabi Alonso will be eating his turron for Christmas, as the popular saying goes in Spain, which is to say that Los Blancos will not be sacking him during the winter break. With his job on the line, Alonso has beaten Alaves, Talavera de la Reina and Sevilla in the succession over the past week. Arsenal defender Piero Hincapié is a major doubt for tonight's League Cup quarter-final against Crystal Palace, with reports indicating he is not expected to be fit due to a shoulder injury sustained during the 1-0 win over Everton on December 20, 2025. The Ecuadorian was involved in a clash with teammate Ricardo Calafiori, leading to discomfort that has persisted. Sources close to the club suggest the injury is not serious and should be a short-term issue, but is sufficient to rule him out for tonight's match at the Emirates. This precautionary approach aligns with the Arsenal management of player fitness during the busy festive period. It is understood Manchester United never intended to use Semenyo at wing-back, despite reports suggesting otherwise, though the club were unwilling to distort their wage structure to get a deal done. As things stand, Chelsea and live. Spain manager Luis de la Fuente addresses possible World Cup call-up for Barcelona star. This season is a very important one for a number of Barcelona players who have aspiration of playing at the 2026 World Cup. One of those is Joan Garcia, who has a chance of being one of the 3 goalkeepers selected by Spain head coach Luis de la Fuente to join his squad in North America. Benin are furious after referee Tom Abongile waved away appeals for a penalty following what they believe was a handball by Chancel Mbemba. Adding to the controversy, VAR was reportedly unavailable for around 10 minutes, leaving the incident Barcelona treble winner announces retirement at age of 32 in emotional video. Alexander Isak sends message after injury: I will work hard to be back. Barcelona midfielder Pedri has been sidelined since late October after suffering an injury during the El Clasico against Real Madrid. Notably, he sustained a distal hamstring tear in his left leg, an injury that immediately ruled him out of action and forced him into yet another frustrating spell on the sideline. Among all the new signings that were made last summer, Joan Garcia certainly stands out as one of the most successful in 2025. Joining FC Barcelona from rivals Espanyol, Garcia has visibly improved Barcelona's solidity in between the stick and has emerged as one of the best performing keepers in La Liga this season. Big battle ongoing for Antoine Semenyo as Chelsea also called today to inquire on deal conditions. Manchester United and Manchester City in talks with players camp for days. Talks remain underway. Real Madrid Endrick joins Lyon on loan. Christian Romero and Xavi Simons will both miss Sunday's trip to Selhurst Park as they serve their respective suspensions. Both Romero and Xavi were shown red card last time out against Liverpool and now will be unavailable for selection when we visit Crystal Palace this weekend. Captain Kuti will serve and comply. Barcelona defense headache deepened after another curious setback involving Andre Christensen, an incident that could quietly mark the end of his time at the club. During the training section ahead of the match against Villarreal, the centre-back suffered an awkward twist to his left knee. Manchester United made a strong pitch to Antoine Semenyo but remained disciplined in their approach. Competitive offer made, but club are aware there was heavy competition, including from Manchester City and late Chelsea call. Liverpool are decided against progressing with Semenyo after November talks. In the end, Alexander Isak's broken leg didn't prompt them to make a new formal approach in December. Shaka, every word Xavi said was true. I coached Marcus Rashford. I wanted him to join Man City, not Barcelona. Chelsea decided against pursuing Antonio Semenyo. CFC made initial inquiry but not planning to go further. Confidence in depth, quality of existing options. Will continue to look at attacking in signing in 2025 and reward leading players. Barcelona's revival since the painful El Clasico defeat at the end of October has been one of the most encouraging storylines of their season. Much of the spotlight has understandably fallen on the team's attacking firepower, but behind that resurgence lies a quieter, equally important pillar, namely Joan Garcia. Understand Manchester City have been pushing a lot in the last 12 hours to try advance on Antonio Semenyo deal. Director Viana in direct talks with players camp at MCFC. Want final answer as soon as possible. It has been a year and a half since Hansi Flick took charge of Barcelona, and safe to say, and it has been quite a successful tenure so far. The German tactician has added cohesion and grit to the Barcelona setup, playing a key role in shaping the fortunes of many individuals, including the likes of Rafinha and Fermin Lopez. You reap what you sow. Rafinha diligently and dutifully followed through with the mantra throughout last season. But let's be real with each other. He sowed 61 rows and reaped not even a simple sample to show for it. Goals, assists, decisive moments, the output of an elite forward across every competition. Breaking: Manchester United have closed the door on a loan move for Joshua Zirkzee to Roma and are only willing to entertain a permanent transfer. Florentino Perez: Merry Christmas and May 2026 bring us all health, work, peace and solidarity. The President: Xabi Alonso, Carvajal, Valverde, Scariolo, Lul, Tavares, Pau Quesada, Misa and Teresa send their Christmas greetings. Al Ahly wants £8 million. Who is Hamza Abdelkarim? Barcelona target could become Egypt's Erling Haaland. Hamza Abdelkarim is one of the biggest talents in African football. The 70-year-old who plays for Egyptian powerhouse Al Ahly has been linked with all sorts of clubs recently. Ahead of the season, Bayern Munich were hot on his heels. Olympique Lyon, AC Milan and most recently Barcelona have been interested in signing Abdelkarim. Barca have seen an initial offer to sign him on a free transfer, but a sell-on has been rejected. Romano: Amorim willing to do the unthinkable if Man United prevail in crazy January transfer battle. Fabrizio Romano reveals the latest development in the rapidly escalating race to sign Antonio Semenyo, involving Manchester United and 3 other Premier League giants. AC Milan have been keeping tabs on Dusan Vlahovic for several months now, and the Serbian striker could be available next month. With his contract expiring this summer, there is a chance that Milan can make a move for Vlahovic since Massimiliano Allegri's arrival. The links to him have only grown stronger, especially with him being an opportunity. Ruben Amorim identified Sheher Lassé immediately after arriving. Liverpool striker Alexander Isak has undergone surgery after breaking his leg, the Premier League club said on Monday. Isak suffered the injury, which includes a fractured fibula, as he scored Liverpool's opening goal in Saturday's 2-1 win over Tottenham Hotspur, when his feet got caught between Mickey van der Ven's legs as the defender dived to block his shot. Breaking: Antonio Semenyo wants to join Manchester City, all suitors now informed. Former steps still required ahead of the January window opening. Adding his name to the 100 club, Gebrejesus 100%. Reds captain Virgil van Dijk said it was the first time it had ever happened in his Liverpool career.
You can drop your opinion at the comment section. Please like, subscribe and share. Thank you for watching.